Why choose between a burger and a pie when you can have the best of both worlds in this delicious recipe? So let's call this a burger pie. I'm sure you're going to love this one, so do stick around and let's get this started. So I have here some corned beef, which I'll be using as protein for this recipe. I'm going to be adding some grated and thinly sliced onions, some powdered pepper, and then an egg. And then I'll give this a very good mix, please. If it rocks your boat, wear gloves and then mix it. I normally do not use gloves in cooking in my kitchen, so that's why you see me using my hands. But trust me, they are very clean hands, okay? Once that is mixed up properly, so because of the soft nature of the corned beef, I'm going to be adding some breadcrumbs to bind the whole mixture together. We don't want it to be too firm, but at least compact enough to fry a little easier, okay? Of course, if you want to use minced meat, whether beef or chicken, for this recipe, you're going to have to cook it first. But you know, corned beef is an easier protein to handle, so that's why I didn't need to cook it before frying. Okay, so I don't know, whatever process or whatever meat you want to use, feel free, but know the cooking process. Okay, so once the mixture is ready, we are going to go ahead and then fry. Okay, so I'm using a non-stick pan, so I'm going to slightly oil it. Whatever you're going to use to fry, it's fine. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and scoop a bit of the mixture into the frying pan bit by bit. So think of your favorite beef or chicken burger. Okay, how the meat is presented in there, that's exactly what we are going for. But also keep in mind the sizes of your pies. So whatever cutter you're going to use to cut out your pie dough, so of course make sure the filling or the diameter of the filling is not bigger than your pie dough. Okay, so as you can see, it was a bit of a challenge to flip the corned beef, obviously because it's soft. Okay, but just be gentle with it and then you're good to go. And all it takes about 5 to 7 minutes to fry both sides and then you're good to go. If you're new here, hi, my name is Yasmi. Welcome to my kitchen taste and bloom. Please consider subscribing and joining this amazing blooming family. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch me. So at this point, our filling is ready. I'm going to go ahead and take them out of the frying pan. As you can see, I'm handling them with care again because they are a bit delicate. So keep that in mind. I didn't want to add more of the breadcrumbs, but maybe if that will help, do that. Okay, it's just going to give you sort of like a more compact feeling, but that's certainly just fine. And also realize I did not add any salt. Yes, because the corned beef has a bit of salt and I was okay with that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and make our pie crust. So I have some flour here. I'm going to add some baking powder to add some puffiness to our pie, and then I'll add some cold margarine. If you are using unsalted butter, please add some salt. I am using margarine which contains salt already, so I'm not going to go in with any salt at all. And also, let me say this here, I love flaky pies. So this recipe will give you a flaky pie crust. But if you don't care for flaky pies, please work the dough a bit more so that you get a doughy kind of pie. So it doesn't break easily, or I don't know if it makes sense, but there are some people who don't like their pies to be flaky, and that's fine. So the more you work the dough, the less flaky it becomes. Okay, so bear that in mind. So now my mixture is nice and ready. I'm going to add some cold or chilled water. So like I'm saying, I want flaky pies, so everything is cold basically, but if you don't, that's fine. I'll leave the measurements for the pie crust in the description box so that you can reference it whenever you want to remake this recipe. Okay, with the filling, however, please use any measurements of your choice because I also freestyled, so don't be too measuring with the filling. That's fine. Okay, so I had to attend to something, so I left the crust in the fridge for about 10 minutes, and then I came back, divided it into two, and then went ahead to roll out my pie dough. So the thing is, beginning of the recipe, I said we're making a burger pie. Okay, so today's shapes will be round or circle. So I'm going to be using a bowl basically to cut out my pie crust into the desired shapes. But if you don't want them to be round, you can cut out the crust any shape you want. But like I said, it's a bigger pie, so let's stick to the round or the circles, okay? So on to the condiments. I am using this new favorite of mine. It's a mixture of mayonnaise and some pepper. I don't know. I feel like it has some ketchup as well. Okay, I'm going to put this onto one part of my pie crust. So this was my husband's. So I didn't want to overdo it before he would leave it for me to eat all myself. Okay. So I'll add my corned beef as well and then cover with the other circle. Okay, so that's it. Basically, you can freestyle with any condiments you want. The peri peri mayonnaise I used, I find to be easier to work with because it sort of like combines everything and then you're good to go. Okay, but of course, you can mix your own ketchup and mayo and then use it as a spread on one of the layers before you put your corned beef. Okay, of course, as classic as a pie would look, I want to poke some holes in there with my fork and then give it an egg wash. So the thing is, I had to differentiate my holes because I will be adding something else. Okay, so I'm adding mozzarella cheese to mine, and oh, I really loved this one. Okay, and then I'll cover and then also poke the holes and also give it an egg wash. So you can make this as a family and everybody can customize, okay, their burger pie. I'm sure you're going to love doing this together and you're going to enjoy eating it as well. So once my pies were ready, they went into the oven at 160 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. And when they were golden brown, they were out. And trust me, these were delicious. Serve with some chilled soda, fruit juice, beverage, and you're good to go. Okay, I hope you're inspired to try this recipe. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment down below on your way out. Let me know what you think about the recipe. And also share and let it get to a wider audience. Until we meet again, keep blooming.